Hello everybody, welcome to another video of the Chess Mathsters, where today we are going to have a very special video where actually two of the Chess Mathsters are going to be playing each other. That's right. So we're going to analyze each other's games and talk about why we are doing these specific moves. So we have a 60-minute timer on both of them, so we have time to explain.
So it's going to be YawningAstronaut against OrangeBamboo, and as you can see, we've started out with a traditional King's Pawn opening, King's Knight variation. This is probably one of the most common openings you'll see on our videos. For those of you who have watched the first video we posted on the channel, you know that YawningAstronaut loves the Italian game, so of course I'm going to play Bishop to C4, and we'll see what OrangeBamboo responds with. So this is the traditional main line for the Giochio piano game, as you saw in the Italian game video. If you haven't watched that, be sure to go back and check out that video. It gives you some information on this opening that you'd probably want to know.
Yes, okay, so we're going to just continue to make different moves, and we'll talk about each other's moves, and this is just a game for fun. It isn't anything that's bad. We are just playing for the fun of it.
Mm-hmm. So far we are at D6, D4. This is so far very book moves, lots of them. This is traditional. So we're looking at, finally, I'm sure many of you have been waiting for this, a final battle between the chess masters themselves. So this was actually a blunder on OrangeBamboo's part, or at least that's what I believe, because can I take this bishop? Is it a free piece, or is there some trap lying in wait for me? I probably should have checked that out before I quickly took it, but let's see here what OrangeBamboo will respond with. So I've left my center pawn pretty weak here, so I don't know how I feel about that. Ooh. Let's see, how can I save my center pawn? I'll have to figure out a way to defend it. Okay, I'm going to try a tactic called remove the guard. If you've seen our video on remove guard, you'll know this, that once I have decoyed the knight on, well, now on D8, now I can take this pawn for free. And hopefully that has won a pawn for me. Maybe OrangeBamboo is going to go after the E4 pawn sometime. And right now, OrangeBamboo is definitely castling because his king was pretty exposed in the center, and you want to keep your pieces sheltered whenever possible, especially your king. That's the main piece of the game.
Okay, so we're just going to continue to make different moves here. And you might have some quiet in this video. That's probably because we're trying to focus, but we're going to try our hardest to keep on talking.
Yeah. I don't know if you guys have checked out chesskids.com, but whenever Funmaster Mike, or as he calls himself, Mike Klein, the FIDE master, whenever he makes videos of playing other people, he talks a ton, and we are not able to do that. So in this case, I want to try and get out of this possible discovered attack on my king. If he takes a piece, I could be in trouble. So I'm probably going to castle here, just keep it safe. I'm up 2 points here, so I just want to play it easy. Hopefully I can pull this off.
Okay, and if these games go quick, we're probably going to do a series of games.
Mm-hmm. And this is also for learning. Show you that even chess masters can make mistakes. Even the people that you may see in the videos teaching you all these concepts, sometimes we skip over them. Sometimes we can't see them. So don't rage in the comments about that. Just keep it calm. We're trying our best to make good videos for you guys so you can learn. So I'm going to play. Ooh, this is a tough one. Oh, no! Oh no, I think I just hung a piece. Oh god. Okay. Maybe I'm going to try this tactic here. If his rook was still on E8, I was definitely going to try and go for a fork, knight to C7, but that's not going to work anymore, so I'll have to devise a new plan. And now OrangeBamboo has taken the lead with 1 point. So I'm in the losing zone here, so I better focus. I think I'm going to play a risky move here.
And by the way, for people who don't know why I did that move, is to actually prevent the fork on e7, because that would be a fork on the king and the bishop, but now I got into another fork, so that's a problem.
Yeah, so the good thing for OrangeBamboo here is he will get a bishop, but I think I'll get a, no, maybe I won't, because he might figure out it. Yeah, okay. Wow. So yeah, Yawning Astronaut crumbling into the sea here. Not much to see. Trying to get my knight out of that tiny hole in A8. I need to get it out of there, or he'll take it one day. It's not something I would like.
Okay, I need to prevent a back rank, because that's something I really don't want, of course. So I have to
Probably
figure
the
out.
best move in this scenario would be either. Actually, I probably shouldn't tell you, but for the sake of our viewers, I'll say probably the best move here would be knight to e6, because if you were to try to push a pawn to free up your king, it would be a fork with the king and the knight, and I would probably win a piece there. And the only way to prevent both of those things from happening would be knight to e6. I'm sure OrangeBamboo would have seen that already. So.
Yes, that's exactly what I was going to do. And the reason I'm not going to do h6 is that I'm going to get a fork on both my king and my knight, and that will be a problem later on. So we're just going to continue to.
So I did a pre-move there because I can't tell you. I can't tell you until OrangeBamboo makes a move. This is fierce competition, no matter how many explaining of the moves we do. That was probably a mistake on my part. Shouldn't have made that move. Tried to do some decoy and deflection. We'll have a video on that shortly. Yeah, so OrangeBamboo, why didn't you take the knight on c7?
Because then I would, I also want to try to go after this a2 pawn.
Oh, right. Now, whoa, now it looks like you're still up a pawn. No longer, though, I recaptured it. But it looks like you're on my second rank looking to gobble, gobble, gobble some pawns. And I don't know. Oh, gosh. Folks, this is the end of the game. I just made it myself. Oh, no. Oh, that was a fun game.
Yes.
Thank you guys for watching. Wow, I should not have played that move. Well, let's stick in another game into this video and see what happens when OrangeBamboo takes the white side. This should be interesting. For those of you who want to continue watching, go ahead, and I understand if you have other things you want to do today, that's also fine, but seems like we're having some technical difficulties. Give me a second. I will need, okay, there we go. Got it. So here we go, tense games again. So once again, we're just starting with the King's Knight variation with a response of nc6, knight c6. Italian game, traditional. I wonder if I can pull off this move.
And you also talked about in your video that this can sometimes be a bad move unless you know what you're doing. So Yawning Astronaut has to know, obviously knows what he's doing because he made a video on this. But I'm going to do the knight attack anyway.
What do I do? Yeah, my friends like to call me the Italian game master because I play it so often, but man, you never know.
Okay. So now I'm going to have a little bit of thinking here. Retreat.
This is interesting. This is an interesting variation. I've never actually played this way before. I'm gonna go with a risky move. One thing you ought to know about Yawning Astronaut, I always like to make risky moves. So I came out on top with one pawn, but you can never be sure. And now I'm going for quick development. I'm hoping to outrun white in his development, hoping to maybe castle, get my white bishop to square like f5 or even e6 to attack his bishop. I don't know. So yeah, we looked at c57, the Italian game 9 attack normal variation, and I'm hoping to get some revenge on OrangeBamboo here. I think I'm going to let that pawn go because I'm already up a pawn and I want to hurry up on my development. Otherwise, I probably would have guarded that. One thing you need to know is trade when you're ahead and trade when you're tied if you like the endgame. Because I am a big fan of the endgame. I will do anything it takes to trade. And for those of you who have been watching my videos, and you'll see a couple other games that we play, you'll see that I really do trade a lot. It's one of my hobbies in chess. So I'm just going to trade off a few pieces here. Try to regain some material in the end game, hopefully. So this knight square is actually an outpost, and we'll have a video on this coming shortly. But an outpost, just a quick summary, is when there are no pawns on either side next to the knight's square. So in this case, notice the C file is clear of pawns, and so is the E file. So my knight is pretty safe from any attacks from pawns. I have a good anchor on E5 defending it, so this is what we would call a superior outpost. And as I said, we'll have a video on this shortly. So just a little dancing around here. Playing some interesting moves. Notice the pawn chain, G7, F6, and E5, is pointing towards the queen size. And we'll also have another video on this. There's a whole lot of topics the Chess Mathsters has yet to cover. But I actually would not. Oh, wow. Okay. I did not. I thought he would take back with a pawn here, so a little stunned. And get my rooks into the game here. Right now it's all tied up. Ooh, no longer. Ah, this is bad for me. Man, I don't want to lose any more pawns. I'm going to put that pesky queen out of here.
Okay, sorry I haven't been talking for a bit. I'm just trying to focus here, but basically what I'm trying to do is trying to destroy the pawn structure and trying to get the king to kind of walk out a little bit. And now his, as you can see, his A8 rook is actually stuck unless he moves its A pawn. So that might be a problem for him.
Yeah, I was noticing that. I'm trying to think if I can get my A8 rook out of there because, I mean, it's like I'm down a rook if I don't have it playing any part in this role. So I thought about rook to b5, but then I realized that you'll just take my rook, so gotta figure out some tactics here.
Okay, so he's trying to offer a trade to get his rook out. I can see that. So now I need to figure out what I'm trying to do. Okay, I think I'm gonna trade because once he takes, then what do I do? Okay, so now I think I'm gonna do. No, but if I push my pawn. Okay, so basically what I'm thinking right now is if I do a4 trying to attack, then he just gets my b3 pawn because right now the a2 pawn's trying to defend that. So I think I'm just gonna develop my bishop trying to get it better, getting it to a better square. But it also traps my rook, which can be a problem. Okay, so I see what he's trying to do here. I'm gonna trade because then after that I am going to go here. Actually, maybe I should have tried to do it with the other rook, but once he traded, I think I'm going to be okay. So, okay, he's offering a trade of pawns because if I take the c7 pawn, he's going to take the d3 pawn. So I'm going to accept that. And then I'm going to do h3 to defend the back rank.
And now is where I like to put my rook on d2 to try and gobble up some pawns on the second rank. That is always classic in the end games with two rooks, one on each side. So this should be interesting.
Yeah, and we'll have a video on these type of end games soon. As you can see, we have a lot of topics to cover, and we're gonna have more tactics to cover because right now we're doing more opening games, which is also helpful, but tactics in your middle game are also very crucial. Okay, so I'm gonna give a quick check and another check.
Different square, but now he gets my b pawn. I'm gonna see if I can salvage this situation.
Okay, so if I took the b pawn there, then you would have just gotten my e pawn. So I could trade like that. That's completely fine, which I'm actually going to do now. Now I got.
And notice, I don't know if you guys have been keeping track of the score, but OrangeBamboo is actually up a few points. Not a few points, 1 point. So I'm struggling to try and maybe win a pawn. This is what I was hoping for. I'm normally pretty good at my end games, but it's not looking fun for me today. This is so dramatic. We've never had a video like this before. I'm going to try and jump behind that pawn, stop it from running away. Get some extra pressure on it. My king.
Oh, that was actually a mistake by me. Oh, he actually could have done king to c6. Oh no, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, because I was a check. Okay.
Yeah, but if my pawn, I was saying if my pawn was on b6, then that would have been a problem for me going to c6 because then I would have to put my rook somewhere, and that would have been a big problem.
Yeah, and here I have to be careful not to line up my king and my rook so that he can't check me and win a piece. We have already made a video. We're working on editing it and downloading it. Forks, pins, and skewers, so we'll have that out shortly as well.
Okay, this is a big risk by me because then it's going to be tie game, as you can see here. So I haven't got my king out in the
rush into the action.
King is crucial in these positions. Okay, so now I'm gonna be. Okay, we're making some quick moves here.
Oh.
And also, this is called opposition, and it's when the king is forced to move either to the side or backwards. We'll also do a video on that. These are some important tactics to learn about in the end game, as you probably know.
So luckily, there's no way that white can exploit the power of the opposition, but that was a close call for me. I hope that I come out on top in this game.
Okay, so my king is kind of trapped. I can't really go anywhere.
This is why I like having the opposition, because the opponent can't mess with me. So now I can play f5, I think, right? Because now I can, it's a breakthrough, pretty much.
Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna swoop down under here.
Now that was a weird move, e4 here. I don't know why I played that. I think it was probably to trade off here. Still unsure whether that was the right move or not. Hoping that maybe I could get my king to f4 and then push this e pawn to the limit. So I'll pre-move king to f4 because I think white is forced to move backwards. Oh no, I shouldn't pre-move that because white isn't. Oh, why does it force me? Ah, why pre-move when you can think? Now I can get there. Hopefully I can get my e-pawn to the end. We made a deal that we wouldn't do any resignations in this game because that would not be a teaching moment for you guys. So hopefully I'll get some opposition.
Okay, now.
And maybe I'll push this to the end, maybe get a promotion. Yay.
Okay, I'm thinking about what to do. I can never do to h4. That's going to do 2 pawns, and then the king will be overworked. So I think I'm going to have to keep on moving my king because my h3 pawn basically can't go anywhere.
Which is good for me. I'm hoping that I can slowly push without getting... So I know I can't get stalemate because his pawn can still move, which is good for me.
Okay, now he's won my pawn because my king can't go anywhere.
He moved that. Oh no! Is it a pawn race? I think it's a pawn race, but it'll be checkmate if I get my...
YawningAstronaut is going to, I think, have this one because my king can't go anywhere. My pawn is forced to move. So I think this is going to be the end for me. Yep, okay, good game, YawningAstronaut.
Yeah, so maybe I'll just have a little fun here with some under promotion. No need to promote to a queen in this scenario. It is checkmate if I promote to a rook. So now we're all tied up, but we don't have enough time for this video to see for a tiebreaker. So maybe you check out the next video, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And hopefully we'll have a rematch. Thanks so much for watching. This is OrangeBamboo and YawningAstronaut out.